What is up, guys? I'm coming to you live today. Just want to discuss with you really about synthetic indices. I see they're growing in popularity all over, whether it's people on Instagram, many social platforms, people are emphasizing a lot on synthetic indices. But the unfortunate truth is that many people are kind of misinformed about these markets. These markets are really great to trade. That is what I trade. I do not focus on currency pairs. I focus on synthetics all the way. And they're very profitable markets, mainly because obviously they're very volatile. And that's the type of market conditions that I prefer to conduct my trading in. So with that being said, I've noticed that there's a lot of misinformation with regards to these synthetic pairs. A lot of knowledge being passed around about how to trade them, which is just simply not the right way. Personally, you will not find me on Instagram, neither will you find me on any social media. I do not sell signals, but I am a profitable Forex trader. And I just thought I'd share with you how to look at these things, how to approach them in a simple way that could actually make you profitable, I'm tired of just listening to people's stories or even just watching people getting scammed over such silly things, there's really no need to be using your hard-earned money to be scammed by other people. These things are simple to trade. And if you can actually follow what I'm going to teach you in this brief session, your life could literally change. So here it is. So I want to introduce to you guys a concept called line of sensitivity trading. So this is what I implement on all my synthetic indices trading. It's basically where we open up a chart, as you can see. And what I like to do is I start on the H4 timeframe and I look for areas of sensitivity within where price relatively is. So for instance, as you can see, I've placed this red line here. The reason why I've placed this red line is because it's clearly a line of sensitivity, and I'll explain to you why. So why is this line a sensitive area? Because just judging on past data, we can see that a wick was left here. Okay, sorry, I just want to make you see what I'm seeing here. Okay, so price got here, it rejected, left a wick. So understand one thing, a 4-hour rejection is not something that is minor. That means that price were literally rejected on that line. That makes that area very sensitive, right? The same thing occurred over here, right? Same thing over here. Same thing over here. As you can see, all these little rejections, they give us clues. So let's say when price was still here and we have placed our line, we can wait for price to get into this zone. So now the type of trading that I do, I flip accounts. I trade with a lot of lot size, because I'm a sniper entry trader. I do not really tolerate drawdown. Once I'm in a trade, I'm pretty confident it's going in my direction. So one thing I've noticed with many traders is that choosing the direction of the trade is not the problem, but the entry is. When to enter, especially with volatility indices, with these synthetic markets, you really want to enter at the right time so that you maximize really. This is where you place in $100 and you come out with $1,000, 500 US dollars. It's really simple. It doesn't have to be complicated. But what I've seen is people do not know how to enter the market. So now that we have realized where our line of sensitivity is, how do we enter this market? So just for emphasis sake, I want to let you guys know I am a seller of the market, meaning I only strictly look for sales. I do not buy in the market. And I suggest you should also either choose whether you want to be a buyer or you want to be a seller, because that way you're going to become consistent. You're going to know what to look for. Your eyes are going to become trained. When you see patterns forming with regards to your entry confirmations, you will not be confused. So I literally only sell the market, and it has helped me in terms of much needed discipline so that I know when to wait. I know when to sit on my hands, and I just mark up my charts and I wait for price to get into my line of sensitivity. Then I'm trading away from there. So like I said, this is our line of sensitivity. We could have placed it right here when price was there, and then we wait for price to come back into this line. How would we have entered? How I enter on the lower time frames, meaning 5-minute chart. This is how I managed to get sniper entries with zero drawdown aligned to them. So I'm going to place this box so that we can move to the 5-minute time frame, and you see what our entry confirmation would be. So this is our box, this is our line of sensitivity. Great. So at the line of sensitivity, while I'm on the 5-minute chart, what I wait for is for the market to print for me an M formation. By M formation, I mean exactly that. I wait for price to get into my line of sensitivity. Once it's gotten in there, whether it's exceeded, whatever, it doesn't matter. I wait for an M formation at this zone. As you can see, this is an M right here. So when the M is formed, I have what they call a neckline, all right? On the neckline, this is the important part, because many people, psychologically, they get lost right here, and they get itchy fingers and they want to get into the market quickly and they lose control. Basically, when I've placed the neckline on the M, I wait for the candle to close below the neckline, a 5-minute full candle close. Once that's happened, that's my entry. Listen to when I say wait for the close. It's very important to wait for that candle to close, because what they like to do most of the time is to fake and then they leave a wick and then maybe continue up. So what you want to do is to make sure that that candle closes. Once it closes, you place your sell entries right here, and then your stops are somewhere above here, and then you watch the market go in your favor. Now, this strategy I'm teaching you guys, listen to what I'm trying to say to you. It can definitely change your life. Implement the things I'm telling you consistently, and things will change for you. Right, so that's the first example. Let's move on. Let's see if we can find something else. Okay, cool. Here, this is another 4-hour time frame chart on volatility 25. Let's look for our lines of I've drawn this red line here as a line of sensitivity. Reason being, as you can see over here, price rejected, leaving a wick. Over here, rejected, leaving a wick. Over here, rejected, leaving a wick. So we have a baseline idea of our line of sensitivity, which is right here. So while price is dilly-dallying all the way here, what could we have done really? We could have just placed our line and waited. It's very important to wait. You see, the thing is, what people don't realize is you do not need to trade a lot. Even in a month, all you need is like 5 trades and you could be making excess of $10,000 a month. You don't need to be trading all the time. Wait for the perfect opportunity to arise, and then you implement the trade. This thing of watching the charts and trying to chase the market, that's why you're not profitable. And looking at all these fake mentors stealing your money, that's just not how the game works. You understand? This whole thing of signals as well, stay away from that. Obviously, if someone is giving you signals and they do not even know your account balance, you're doomed. You will not make profit that way. It's so obvious. I advocate for mentorship. It's very important that you get mentored. You look for someone who's willing to grow with you, who is willing to teach you the ropes of the market, and you will become profitable. Okay. So, all right, the red line is here, and this is our line of sensitivity. So once again, I'm going to place my box so that we see how we would have entered this market, right? So I'm going to move to the 5-minute time frame. Bear with me as I need to find this box on the 5-minute time frame, which is quite the mission, but at least we have our line of sensitivity there, right? And come on, where are you now? Okay, let's see, where are you, Boxy? Okay, no, what I'll do is let me, scale it down rather. Okay, cool. So, right, we have our line of sensitivity right here. Now we're on the 5-minute chart. We're looking for entries with what I've just taught you. How do we enter this market? All right. So as you can see, price came in and touched our line of sensitivity. It did not form the M that we look for, right? On this first touch. So guess what we do? We sit on our hands. We do not get in the trade. Remember, it's very important to follow the rules I'm teaching. You wait for the M to form. So the next time price came into a line of sensitivity, guess what it did? It formed our very much needed M formation, all right? This is the M formation. We have drawn our neckline. The candle closed right here. The 5-minute candle closed right here. This is where you stack, ladies and gentlemen, this is where you stack all your entries like never before, and you watch the market go in your favor. So this is how basically someone puts in $100 and he goes in full margin and comes out with 1,000 US dollars, 1,500 US dollars. And that's one trade. That's around 15,000 Rand, which is obviously very little money for a successful Forex trader. But for most people here in South Africa, let's face facts, that's someone's salary. And, it's good enough. And that's only off one trade. So this is why discipline is very important. This thing can change your life. If you listen to what I'm trying to tell you, these are the nuggets that your mentors simply do not show you. They want to just make these things complicated for you so that they milk you. What I'm doing is basically illegal because I'm giving you free knowledge. People pay for this. So as you can see, the M formation formed in our line of sensitivity that we picked up on the H4. And guess what? We waited for the 5-minute candle close and we got in and we watched the market go in our favor. That's the second trade, right? Let's look for more examples. This is everywhere. This is definitely everywhere. It's so simple. So here, this is 75S, volatility 75S, and I've drawn my H4 line of sensitivity here based on this. As you can see here, there was rejection on this line. Previously, also rejection on this line. Just these two is basically good enough, I draw my box here. And what do? I wait for price to come back in here while I'll be on the M5 basically. So price is all the way here. Let's just say I have my line here. I'm chilling. I'm not even caring about the market. I wait for it to come in there. And then when it finally does come into my area of sensitivity, let's scale down to the M5 and see how would we have gotten this entry. Guys, if you follow what I'm telling you right now, you'll be really unstoppable. It's so simple. I don't even buy. I only sell. And this is what I've been doing. I'm a profitable trader, man. I don't even do anything else. This is what I do. This is my life. I'm a Forex trader or synthetic indices trader. Okay. So this is the M5, right? And we have figured out our line of sensitivity. If we picked up on the H4 is right. Yeah. Right. So price comes and then this is what they like doing, Look at this whole move here. It's to fake people who are early sellers. Remember, it has to touch your line of sensitivity, which is very important for you to realize how to draw your lines of sensitivity. This is what I offer in my mentorship. If you are interested in what you see, I go deep down into detail about how to get the lines of sensitivities, because this is obviously experience-based. I've been participating in the markets for quite a long time, and I know how to pick them up just like that, like second nature. I can do it on my phone. I can do it on my tablet. I can do it on a PC. I can pick up these lines of sensitivity, right? Okay, so as you can see, this was to trap the early sellers. They went in. Look at this impulsive. If you're stupid, you sold. Right? And there's no M formation here. And guess this, look at this impulsive move right into our line of sensitivity. Why have they made this so impulsive? To trick people into buying the market when they know they want to reverse it. So we always wait for price to touch our line of sensitivity. Then we wait for the market to print an M formation on the M5. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you guys? So as you can see, right? Touched our line of sensitivity, M formation formed, candle closed below our zone. We stack the entries. Our stops are here. I don't even use a stop loss, to be honest, because this strategy is really that good. But you need to practice and you're going to become, your life will change, man. I mean, the Benzes and the BMWs you want to drive. I mean, Forex can definitely do that for you. It becomes boring, right? But you need the knowledge first. The knowledge is very important. Favor mentorship over signals, guys, please. Understand that knowledge is power, So M formation, 5-minute candle close below our neckline, and then we stack, we sell. It's gone. That's it. You'll find this everywhere, right? Another example, let's just say, okay, so right here, this is definitely a line of sensitivity. So this is a future example. I want you guys to mark this up, depending on when you watch this video, obviously. I want you guys to mark this up to say, look at over here, there was a rejection, right? Then over here, there's a rejection. Over here, there's a rejection, right? Over here, there's a rejection. This little wick here, you can see that this is definitely a line of sensitivity. And price, what is price doing? It's approaching our line of sensitivity. So this is the H4 chart, so it's going to take time. So this is what I do. I'm away from the markets, playing basketball, playing FIFA, doing my things, going about my day. and I'm busy on my phone checking for this line to touch. And guess what's happening? Once it touches here, we wait for an M formation to print on the 5-minute chart and the candle close below the zone like I've been explaining, and we sell the markets. You know, feel free to put in a lot of lot size. If you're still scared in the beginning, your psychology will get right because you're going to get confident. All right. Okay, so that's basically what I wanted to share, guys, in a nutshell. You know, honestly speaking, stop being scammed by people, stop signing up for signals, and favor knowledge. I offer mentorship. I will leave my contact number so that you can contact me. You can WhatsApp me. I'm very approachable. I'm very understanding. Tell me your story. You know, tell me about your trading journey. Let's make things work. I mean, you do not need to be losing trades or blowing accounts. You know, that's something of yesterday. In 2021, honestly speaking, you need to be just making money from your laptop, which is very simple. What I'm telling you right now can change the whole story about your trading. Don't listen to people who are trying to overcomplicate things. It doesn't need to be complicated. The system is something so simple that can make you millions, you know, and generate wealth for you. You know, just need to look for the same things over and over again, and to be patient and to exercise the rules. Like I just gave you the rules. Yeah. So in my mentorship program, I do offer more assistance on, like I said, how to find the line of sensitivities, and also nuggets on how these markets move. Because I mean, it's very important. Market structure, it's very important to realize and to understand how the market forms its waves, its cycles, and market structure. And I can promise you, if I mentor you, things can change. And another thing is, you're not going to find me on Instagram. You're not going to find me on Facebook. I'm not that type of person. I'm very low key. And me doing this, if I'm to be honest with you, I'm just a bit annoyed about the Forex industry in South Africa. And in general, globally, you know, people are lying to people and people are stealing people's hard-earned money, you know, and it doesn't need to be complicated. Let's get educated, guys. And I'll be uploading more videos with regards to my account flips and, you know, my trading journey and all of that stuff, just for motivation, just to, you know, show you guys that it's possible. So stay tuned, subscribe. You know, I'm not even big on YouTube. This is my first video. I just wanted you guys to see how it does not have to be complicated. Cheers, guys, and keep well, keep safe, social distance, and trade the markets. Remember to watch for this, like I told you, depending on when you watch this video, line of sensitivity is being approached. Thanks, guys. Ciao.